been performing all my life. I didn't start doing spoken word until about 2003 with Black on Black Rhyme. It's a poetry collective out of Tallahassee, and we would tour all over the state doing spoken word, and that's how Black Girl was born. And I realized that all of my work, the core is still about love, liberation, triumph, and womanhood, and it's meant to impact the next generation and generations to come.
I know what boys like, her t-shirt read. And the statement was louder than she was as she sat quietly at the family barbecue just waiting for someone to notice her. But she didn't know that that's what she was waiting for. She was just there because she was drugged along to sit among relatives who are really strangers because no one really knows her. But I noticed her.
It was meant to be the voice of the voiceless, so to speak.
She was like every other girl that wears that t-shirt proudly, confused.
It's the Black girl who has experienced things in her childhood that maybe she shouldn't have, and who now was crying out for that attention and to be heard and to be healed.
Because the message I have for her is something she doesn't want to hear. I tell her she's needed, that the talent she's been blessed with must be used or else be abused by cycles of unhealthy relationships that will end in her demise or worse. A life laced in sorrow, pits of depression, premature swollen bellies, suicidal thoughts, and an insanity that cannot be described by any Dr. Seuss or Freud. She must be rescued from herself because she reminds me of a time of vulnerability when my own innocence was unveiled and punctured.
And I realized that I was speaking for that voiceless Black girl still within me.
I know what boys like, which is why I don't like you wearing that t-shirt. Got it, sis?
What I want to say is that the poem that I just heard, I know what boys like, touched me in a way because I don't like see myself as beautiful and stuff, but that made me feel good. Let me listen to that.
I began listening to the stories of these women in my life. My mother, my sister, my girlfriends, my aunts, women in the airport that I didn't even know would come up to me and share their stories about love, about liberation, about triumph, about womanhood. And I realized that these women were not just sharing stories that could benefit me, but they were sharing stories that could benefit women across the world. My goal is to empower young women to impact the rest of the world and make a change that's positive.